D.C. man was shot at by a Homeland Security agent during a traffic stop earlier this month, but an initial incident report and court documents left that detail out when police tried to charge him with a felony. Listen to this. Philip M. Brown, he was an unarmed black man, pulled over in Northeast D.C. for having tinted windows and missing a front tag on October 17th, according to a Gerstein affidavit in support of Brown's arrest. 2 Metropolitan Police Department officers and 1 Homeland Security Investigations agent got out of the car and walked towards Brown's white SUV. As they walked forward, police claimed Brown revved the car's engine at the officers and drove closer towards them. That's when the federal agent shot at Brown. Photographs of Brown's car show bullet holes through his car window and in the passenger seat. But the Gerstein affidavit skips over that part of the narrative, jumping to when officers arrested him. And an incident report from that night also excludes the shots fired from the public narrative. Brown was charged with a felony count of fleeing police, but after being held in jail for 4 days, U.S. Superior Court Judge Heidi Herman dismissed the charges because of a lack of evidence. On October 21st, ICE spokesperson confirmed to WUSA 9 that Homeland Security agent fired his gun at Brown, claiming the agent felt in fear for his life and the lives of others. Brown was unarmed. Another week later, on October 28th, Metropolitan Police Department provided 2 incident reports, the one from the night, which excludes the shooting, and a follow-up report from the next morning. The second report, filed just before 10 a.m., October 18th, just states that the Homeland Security agent shot at the arrested person. Tuesday morning, Brown's attorneys and the D.C. Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression set a press conference to call out the omissions in the reports. Federal agents in Washington, D.C. shot multiple times at an unarmed black man during a routine traffic stop, nearly killing him. An MPD has been forced in court to admit under oath that they tried to cover it up. Because the shots were fired by the federal agent and not the Metropolitan Police Department officers, and because the officers didn't initially report it, it's unclear at this time whether the officers were placed on routine administrative leave while the department does its internal investigation. Brown's attorneys are pursuing a civil case against the officers, but they can't do so until MPD releases the body-worn camera footage of the incident. They're also calling for the independent investigation and for the officers to be fired. They're also calling on Mayor Muriel Bowser to rescind her executive order that mandates the MPD cooperate with federal agents. I think it's time she issue a different executive order that says that Metropolitan Police Department should start arresting ICE officers when they break the law. That's it. That's all. That's just like the bar in this country should be. You break the law, you pay for it. I mean, accountability is good for us all. I mean, I know that. I spent 22 years of my life in prison, and being held accountable for stupid shit that I did, it only helped me to grow as a person. And here I am now, out since 2016, doing the most, been sober the whole time. I'm succeeding, whereas, people who are never held accountable, they just kind of keep on with their bad behavior indefinitely. I mean, that's what pedophiles do for sure. So, people that are allowed to just go on with their bad behavior, they do, believe me. So the more and more that these people aren't held accountable for their actions, the worse all of us are as a society. And I want to take a moment to thank and all the people that are following these ICE officers around in Chicago and recording what they're doing. They're getting all of their actions on tape. That takes a special kind of courage. And since they've purged the upper ICE hierarchy now, they're kind of, the Customs and Border Patrol, the CBP is taking a lead now in the way immigration enforcement is done in this country, the way people are stolen off the streets, the way people are threatened and intimidated into submission. Because they just don't like that we're looking at them, that we're recording them. They hate that because they're breaking the fucking law. If they weren't breaking the law, they wouldn't have to wear a mask on their face. All of that behavior, the masks, they're an admission of guilt. You know what you're doing is breaking the law. And the more we're recording it, this is going to be used as evidence in our own contemporary Nuremberg trials. Don't think it's not. So all of you people out there doing the Lord's work right now, recording these people, documenting what they're doing so we can use it in a court of law later to hold these people accountable. for the not just the civil liberties they're violating, but the actual federal and state laws they're breaking right now, every fucking day, doing the kind of shit that they're out there doing. So keep recording them. They can't arrest you for that. You're allowed to drive on the city street and follow them if you'd like. That's up to you. But please, all of us need to keep documenting all of these incidents. Thank you for watching my videos.